Okay, so we need to remove this badge because this exposes one of the fittings. So if you just get a small screwdriver under there and just gently lever that out, you can see that's got these little hooks and it's on a little retainer. So that's going to expose one fitting. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, the other bit of work we need to do is remove the door pull. This one's been black piano finish, but they'll normally be grey. And you've got to get under the bottom here and give it a pull up, okay, and that will release these clips at the bottom. Okay, expose that. Okay, now behind here there's 4 screws. You might not be able to see in this light, okay, but there's 4 crosshead screws in here that we need to release. Okay, so I'll show you. There's one. Okay. Okay, there's the second, and then at the other end there's another 2. Okay, there's the third. And there's the fourth. So they're all the same size. Okay, now it looks like there's a crosshead in there as well. Okay, so now on the Range Rover they had a Torx head, so I'm not sure if this car's got the original screws in it. You may find they've got a Torx head, but certainly this car, there we go, and so they're all the same, so we've got 5 screws there. Okay, stop. Okay, so the next 2 we're going to do is in here and over here. Okay, so this is on the bottom glove compartment. Okay, so again they're just Phillips screws. Okay, thank you, Tom. We're running out of light here. Okay, now these look like they're longer. Okay, so the last ones we've taken out are only an inch or so long. This screw here is much longer. Okay, you can see that, and I suspect the other one on this side here is also going to be much longer. But I might be wrong. Okay, well, that one's staying in there, so we'll have a look at that one in a minute when I get the door card off. So I think that's everything off now. No, we've got one up in behind here. Alright then, so if you just push that there, Craig, get your fingernail in. Okay, so it's, again, this one's on a little retainer, and again that's a Phillips screw, crosshead screw in there. Okay, okay, so that again looks like it's one of the shorter ones. So that's the same as all the other ones. So far the only long one we've got is in the bottom corner here. Okay, now I think with all that done we're ready to give the door card a pull. Okay, so to lever off the door panel, it's on spring clips now that we need to pop off. So we've got one of these trim removal tools, but anything really that you're going to, and then you've got to get up behind this rubber section here. Okay, now we'll start at the bottom because you can't see the paintwork under the bottom, and it's always trickiest to start there. So you can see once it's gone, once you've got a start on it, okay, it all comes out like so. Right, then what we've got to do, okay, so one thing we need to do before we've got the door card loose at the bottom, as you can see, and it's on clips at the top, but we need to just loosen or pull off this, the speaker mount at the top here, okay, and that's on a clip. So just release that top clip. If you look in there, Tom, you can see it's got the yellow clip and the white half, the 2 mating sections. It's attached to the door card at the bottom, so that's fine. So we've got that off. And what we need to do now is to pull the card. Don't lift it up, pull it out directly towards you. Okay, and start at one end. Okay. and there we go, and that pulls that off. So we've now got it physically disconnected, but what we've got to do is disconnect all the wiring. So if we start on this one here, okay, so there's a connector in here that pulls apart. So this is the tweeter, thanks Craig. Okay, so that one just pulls out. That's the first one. Then there's one that goes into the back of the electric window switch. Now it's going to be difficult to see on the video, but okay, so there's two connectors here. One of them goes into the speaker and one of them goes back into the back side of the electric window switch. So if we just, we'll show you when we've taken it out where you've got to push, because that'll make it easier than trying to do it. We're looking in through the window at the moment. So now we're gonna poke a wire through here where the mirror is to get the cables through, and then let me explain what we're going to connect to. So this bottom connector that we just removed, we didn't do it in the video actually, is for the courtesy light, and you can see there that that's the black and purple connection. So the black is the earth and the purple is the courtesy light. So we're going to wire that to the courtesy light. And then the other two wires we need are these two that disappear in here for the indicator. Okay, so on this side, which is the passenger side, on this UK car, we've got black, which is earth, okay, and then we've got the green and white there, which is the indicator positive. Okay, so we're going to wire those three wires into that. Okay, so not only is it getting dark, it's now started to rain, but let's keep going. So this is the one that plugs into the end of the window switch here. So you've got the window switch on the door card, it plugs in this end. And if you look, there's a little clip there that you've got to press down. So you've got to press that little clip there, the little bit with the, press that bit there down and then pull it out. Okay, now this is the second clip, and this is the one that goes in the speaker, and it's got these two little ears here that you've got to squeeze together. So if it's these little bits that I'm just touching now, that one there and that one there, and you squeeze those together and that releases that. Okay, now the next thing we've got to do is the door cable. Okay, so we've got the door cable attached here. Now it actually comes out on a little cassette. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll release the cassette and then show you how that works. Okay, right, so what you've got there, right, is, let me just hold it against the van there, and then you get that so you can see it better. Okay, so this here is a little clip, and you need to release that, and then this whole carousel pivots about this end point here that I'm just going to pivot. It's about there, and it just pulls away. So the whole cartridge, like that, pulls away, okay? And that docks into this bit on the door card, okay? Right.